Oh boy, y'all, this is gonna be a very fun episode of Adara Unboxed because I got a package in the mail with some goodies from Glamnetic. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Adara Unboxed, a channel where I unbox whatever I want, and sometimes things that cool companies send to me, like Glamnetic. Do you want me to do little lashes on you too? Huh? Should we do some little kitty cat lashes? I can imagine what you'd look like. If you're new here, take a look around. See if there's anything you like. Maybe subscribe. I just hit 1,000 subscribers, and so I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed and supported my channel so far. I'm so happy that it's growing and that I seem to maybe be putting out content that you enjoy. I don't know. I'm always open for suggestions, so if there's anything you'd like to see me unbox or review, please leave me a comment below. Let me know. I'm curious to know what's going on inside your brain. If you've never heard of Glamnetic, you must have been hiding under a rock. Because even I know about them, and I don't even really use false lashes very often. You might be asking yourself,
well, Adara, then why are you going to be making an unboxing video about false lashes?
well, hold on. These are not just normal lashes. Why don't we start things off by talking about what Glamnetic is? Glamnetic is a female-founded company that makes beautiful false magnetic lashes. That's right, they are magnetic. You don't use glue for these bad boys. They're made with magnets. It's a super popular company. They sell their products on their website, but also at Ulta. And they recently started doing fake press-on nails as well. Magnets. How do they work? So instead of using glue to apply these false lashes, you actually use a magnetic eyeliner that Glamnetic makes. Not only does the eyeliner have magnetic properties, but the lashes themselves have small, little tiny comfortable magnets attached to them, and when you put them on, they should adhere right to the magnetic eyeliner. The lashes also come with these little anchor magnet lashes attached to each end that you can then attach underneath your real lashes, and they should adhere to the magnets on the lashes you've just put on top and keep them extra in place throughout the day. Glamnetic makes a wide variety of different lash styles and types, so I got to choose a few from their catalog, and I tried to choose 3 totally different looks because I don't know what I'm really looking for here with lashes. I'm used to buying lashes at the drugstore that generally look extremely fake, like Halloween lashes. I have never found a pair of false lashes that look natural and feel comfortable. My absolute biggest pet peeve about false lashes is that they almost always pop up on the inside, sometimes on the outside too, but I hate when they pop up right here because it's right in your line of vision and all you can see are like spider legs like sticking out away from your eyes. I'm hoping that by testing out my new Glamnetic lashes today, I'm not gonna have those issues. Wouldn't that be a miracle to have found some amazing lashes? A girl can dream. These lashes can also be used up to 60 times, I think, before the magnetic properties start to wear off of the lashes. And you can trim them to fit your eyelid length. Okay, I am ready to get things started, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up this goodie package that Glamnetic sent me. First, I'll try the magnet thing on my hand to see like how well that really works, but then I'll try on my 3 different styles, and then after we test those out, I will check out the Glamnetic fake nails that they sent. Sound like a plan? Let's get started. This is probably a great time for me to mention that I have a referral code for you. So if you're interested in trying any of the Glamnetic products for yourself and ordering from their website, you can get 15% off. I'll leave the company website and the 15% off discount code down below in the description. The code is Adara, A-D-A-R-A. Boopy, 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 boop. Ooh. Oh my gosh, everything is so beautiful. I love their packaging. Isn't it gorgeous? So shiny. This is the Glamnetic liquid eyeliner. This is the magnetic liner that is going to adhere our lashes to our eyelid. I chose the Soo Future magnetic felt tip liquid liner. They also have a liquid liner that is not felt tip, it's like a brush tip. and I'm assuming you can get like more interesting, precise lines with that. I'm not great at eyeliner, so I wanted just a nice solid felt tip to help me just get a nice straight line, hopefully. They also carry these in multiple colors. I just got black because I'm boring. It might be fun in the future to try some like hot pink or purple or whatever. This is in the color Deep Space, which I think is just black. This is supposedly waterproof, and you use a waterproof makeup remover to remove the eyeliner. Ooh, so sleek. Oh yeah, that's a lovely felt tip right there. I didn't know they were sending me this, but they sent me this extra little like lash applier. How cool is that? So this has a lash applicator on one end where you can grab the lashes and then apply them right onto your lash line. And then the other end has a little combie so that you can then comb your real lashes kind of into the fake lashes, and hopefully that helps it look a little bit more natural. And of course these goodies would be obsolete without some lashes. Okay, so I got 3 different styles of lashes, like I said, so that we can see kind of a small smattering of the types of lashes that they offer. The first is Virgo, which is a short, wispy lash. Hopefully these are gonna look like just very natural on. Next is Vacay, which is a medium round lash. And I think that round in this case means that the lashes are full from end to end. And Vibe, which is a long cat eye lash. This one I'm very excited for. I think it's gonna be like the most dramatic, obviously because it's long, but I'm excited to see what a cat eye does on my eyes. Not just because of my love of cats, but a little. And last but not least, some beautiful glue-on nails. This is in Aurora, beautiful holographic colors. And this one is in Winter Storm, also slightly holographic, but really only at the tips. It's kind of that rainbowy holographic. I wanna do a little test and see how to really apply them by doing it on my hand. So I'm gonna test this out on my hand with Vacay, which is the medium round pair. Step 1, liner. This says you need to put about 2 to 3 coats. Do a little something like this. I don't know what shape eyes are. I mean, they kind of go straight across, right? Here are our beautiful lashes. And I'm gonna use my nifty little lash tool. So it says right here that there are lash anchors included on this pair. They are underneath the lash on the ends. And so we're gonna take those off before we apply the lash, and we can just leave them here because this box has a magnetic strip on it for storing your lashes so that you don't lose them. There are little tiny magnets spaced out along the lash, and that is what is going to adhere our lashes to our magnetic liquid eyeliner. The anchors are right here on the end. You can tell when you take off the lashes because it's thicker on each of these ends. So there's an extra little magnet right here. I'm just going to grab this and pull it right off. Can you see that? There are like little teeny tiny lashes attached to it, so that if you end up putting your lashes on and you want the extra security, you can end up putting these under your real lashes, and then this will adhere to the magnet below and it will just give it an extra hold. This is really nice because this applicator is also magnetic, so I'm not gonna lose these little tiny lashes if I accidentally let go. Liquid magnetic liner, magnetic lashes. Look! You guys, this is the most magical thing I've seen since Harry Potter. Let's put these bad boys on my eyes. As you can see, I have not applied any eye makeup today so that we can get a true test and a real good look at what these actually do to your eye appearance. So I think for quality control purposes, we're gonna leave this eye natural today, and I'll just be applying the lashes to this eye. Maybe at the end, when I have chosen which pair I like the best, then I'll do both eyes. Sound good? So I wanna try these on in order from smallest to biggest, most natural to most dramatic. So let's start off with Virgo. I'm not gonna lie, I chose Virgo because I'm a Virgo and I liked the name. Boy, am I glad I got a felt tip. I don't know how well I would do with the little brush tip, and that is not because I'm not certain it's wonderful. It's because I don't really know how to make up. Second layer. I think that might do it. This is just like a really nice eyeliner in general. I wouldn't mind using this liner even if I weren't using false lashes. First up, Virgo. Here is a close-up of them. They're really nice. They're fairly natural looking, but there are several layers of lashes, so this should give me some nice volume. So I'm just going right over the top of my actual lashes. I'm trying to get it right on top of that liner. Whoa, so cool. Is there a big difference? Can you see the difference? I can tell. It's funny because I think that these are kind of the same length as my natural lashes, but they add so much volume. It looks like I have so many more lashes than I actually do. I want to see what it is like with the lash anchors underneath my actual lashes to just kind of provide extra security. I want to see what that feels like, so I'm going to put those on too. Whoop, they go right on there. Click. Whoa, I can tell they feel a lot more secure. Not that they didn't feel secure, but I can feel the anchors holding them on. They feel like natural lashes if your lashes were like nice and thick and plump. And maybe I'm being biased, but I think that these look really natural. Like, it just kind of looks like I put a really nice mascara on. I really like these. Maybe we'll do a vote at the end. So we're gonna call Virgo number 1, okay? Okay, let's try the next pair. Easy peasy. Up next, let's try on Vacay, which is our medium round. Beautiful. There you have it. Va-va-voom. I didn't put the anchors in. I feel like this looks just fine without them at the moment. But yowza mama, these are beautiful. So this would probably be what I would want to wear for like a night out if I was getting kind of glam. This is only a medium, so I wonder what the long ones are gonna look like, if they're just gonna look really, really like big on me. I was thinking that it was gonna be really long from like in to out because I think that the round shape entails that. However, this looks shorter to me on the inside than it does on the outside. Maybe it's just the way it sits, but I think this is beautiful. Let me just give it a little comb. Okay, let's go ahead and try on the third pair. I love how easy they are to take off. Time for Vibe. This is the long cat eye. So this one is cool because it is definitely thinner and shorter on the side that goes to your inner eye, and then much longer and fuller on the outside, which is supposedly what is going to give me that cat eye shape. Whoa. Hot mama alert! What is going on here? These are fancy lashes. These are the kind of lashes I would probably reserve for cosplay or Halloween. These do not look natural at all. And I am glad that I chose to get a variety of different lashes because I almost got only all cat eyes because I was like,
Oh, cat eye, beautiful. I love cat eyes.
this is a very intense look. And I know that for a lot of people, that's exactly what they want. I mean, it is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. These are beautiful. They're on very well. They're not going to come off. This is definitely like a costumey type lash, which is great. I'm so happy I have that in my arsenal because I do cosplay. And so it's gonna be nice to have some lashes that are very accentuated, very charactery. My lashes are so long that I have to comb them. As much as I like this pair, whichever lashes I end up putting on at the moment are probably gonna be featured in my thumbnail. So I think I'm gonna go back to the medium round, which was Vacay. Thanks, lashes! I forgot to say 2 and 3, but if you guys want to vote for what your favorite lash look was, let's do that here. 1, 2, 3. Vote down below in the comments. Voila! Okay, that's all I have for you on the Glamnetic lash front. However, we got these pretty nails. Some info about these nails. They claim that they can last up to 2 weeks. You can file and shape them to your desired style and length. They are cheaper than going to the salon and getting a manicure. They're easy to apply and they come with everything you need in the box. This is Winter Storm. I think I'm gonna open this guy out and see what these are like. Oh, there's nails inside this top part. This is the alcohol pad that you'll use to clean your nails after they have been manicured. Some extra nails, the Glamnetic nail glue, a cuticle stick, and a little file buffer. So yeah, they really do give you everything you need. The only thing that you might need that is not in here is obviously nail polish remover if you happen to have nail polish already on. There is an application guide on the back. It gives you step-by-step details about how to apply these nails. I love this color. I don't know if you can really like see it on camera, but it's like a neutral nail color into this ombre holographic kind of silver rainbowy color at the tip. Beautiful. You're basically going to want to give yourself a manicure before you do these. Make sure that you've taken off any nail polish, pushed back your cuticles, washed and dried your hands, sanitized your nails with the alcohol pads that are included. And then you're gonna size your Glamnetic nails by matching the fake nail to one of your real nails. Once you have your nails picked out, you're going to apply an even layer of glue to your natural nail and the back of the Glamnetic nail. And then you will press that Glamnetic nail onto your real nail, matching it up with the cuticle line at the bottom and on the sides. Press down firmly and hold for 10 to 20 seconds while that glue dries. Once you've applied all of your nails, you can file or clip them to achieve your desired shape. Removal for these sounds very easy. You just need to soak your nails in warm water for 10 minutes until the glue loosens. These are beautiful. I love how they look semi-natural, but then the tips are just like, you know, cool, cat-like. These are a little bit long for me. I generally have my nails pretty short, so I'm probably going to trim these or at least file them to more of like a curve shape because they're pretty pointy. But for now, I'm gonna rock them. All right, that is it for this episode, Glam friends. Thanks for hanging out while I tried on some Glamnetics. Again, if any of these products seem interesting to you, make sure you take advantage of that 15% off discount using code Adara. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon for another episode of Adara Unboxed.